We're up to mitzvah number 113. This is found in Kisisa, prohibited mitzvah number 66. Mitzvah Leisa say number 66 in the Torah. It's found in Shemais, Lamed Daled, Pasuk Chavav, Shemais 34, verse 26. Leisa vashel gedi b'chalei b'may. Now you cannot cook a kid, baby goat, in the milk of its mother. And this is, here it's referring to, you cannot eat milk and meat that were cooked together. The first one we talked about, brought down before, that's what we had earlier. That was referring to you can't cook milk and meat together. This is now you can't eat milk and meat that were cooked together. And this is different from other foods. Because even if you do not benefit while you're eating it, you're still not allowed. Now, according to the Torah, this is talking only to the meat of a kosher animal. Okay? However, Chazal made it even on the meat of a non-kosher animal. They made it also on an animal of what we call a chai, a wild animal. Meaning, let's say a lion. And he cooked it in the milk. He cooked it in milk. It's also usher. It's not just, oh no, that's not the isser of the prohibition of milk and meat. It's no matter what, if it's cooked together, it's prohibited, and also on any type of bird. Now this is to make sure that we do not confuse it with any other type of meat. So really, according to the Torah, it might not have been Usher, might not have been prohibited. However, the rabbis added these as an extra precaution. Now, what do we do today? It's customary we put containers on containers, or we put in everything, that it's a marking. This is dairy, this is meat. Same thing, we use different types of silverware. I remember in Tells, they had a hole drilled through the fleischiger ones, and the milchiger ones were without a hole in it. They had different types of ways of making sure you knew. A pot in which milk and meat was cooked also becomes non-kosher until you somehow are able to cook it out. That's a whole question how to do it. It's a bunch of halachas describing that. Koshering. Bread that comes in contact with meat cannot be eaten with dairy. The same thing if it was a milchiga bread, also can't be eaten with meat. Now we're talking about even if it's just together, meaning you didn't cook it together, you didn't cook milk and meat together. Still, dairy bread, can't have it with, whatever, meat. Now, after eating meat, and the same thing with eating, let's say, a hard cheese, meaning that's been really processed and sat for a long time. The person's got to wait. It's a whole machlokes. It's a discussion as to how many hours. Brought down in Shulchan Aruch, some places 1 hour. Others hold 3 hours, and a lot of people hold either into the 6th hour or 6 hours actually. However, if the person eats, let's say, a short, you can eat meat a short while after eating milchiks, unless, like I said, it was hard cheese. As long as you wash out your mouth and you brush your teeth, and you don't leave any type of dairy food. So when you're going to eat, and it's going to be milk and meat together. Yes.